You're entering the courtroom of Judge Sinister. The people are actors. The cases are stupid. And the rulings never go the way you think they should. This is the Sinister Truth. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sinister Truth. Today on the Sinister Truth, single mother of 6, Alicia Leonard, is suing 2 of her 13 baby daddies, claiming that one or all of these men fathered her 6 children. It's the case of the old woman in a shoe. Got nothing on you. Now, let's join the litigants in the judge's chambers.
Court is now in session. Honorable Judge Sinister now presiding.
All right, Miss Leonard, why are we here today?
Well, Your Honor, I'm here today to find out which one of these deadbeats are my baby's daddies.
And how many children do you have?
6?
You have 6 children, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Leonard, how old are you?
I'll be 23 this month.
Oh, congratulations. How do you plan
Thank
on
you.
celebrating?
Well, my new man, Skoda, he's going to take me out to dinner and, well, you know.
Yeah. You're going to go out, get drunk, and get pregnant again.
No, I'm done with all of that.
Oh, so you got your tubes tied?
No.
Hysterectomy?
Oh, hell no. Why would I go and do that?
Oh, I don't know. You may want to slow down a little and get married so that you would actually have a father for one of your children.
Oh, no, I ain't doing all of that.
Of course not.
No.
Now, Miss Leonard, is your current boyfriend the father of any of your children?
Oh, no. We don't have any children together. He has 5 of his own.
Wonderful. Do you live in a shoe?
Huh?
Never mind. Who are you, sir?
My name is Hamburg Lettuce.
And how do you know Miss Leonard?
I don't know. She said she slept with me, but I don't remember. I think I might have been drinking. I could have slept with anybody.
Are you drunk now, sir?
No, Your Honor. I'm as sober as a church mouse. And for the record, I have 4 or 5 kids and one on the way.
Oh, well, that explains the early morning celebration. Now, Miss Leonard, how do you and Mr. Lettuce know each other?
I've been knowing Hamburg since the 6th grade.
And how long ago was that?
A few years ago.
Is that true, sir?
Oh, yeah. That's where I know you from. Yeah, you're looking good, too.
Thank you.
Are you still in the 6th grade?
No, stupid. The 7th.
Miss Leonard, you're in the 7th grade? How long have you been there?
Well, it's a while now. It's been taking me a while to get the hang of things.
Yeah, all except for that, you know.
Hey, don't you dare say it.
All right, but you still look good. Okay.
Sir, could you please state your name for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Your name?
My name is Hemorrhoid Jenkins. That's my name.
Mr. Lettuce, could you please state for the record and for this court how you know Miss Leonard?
Well, I met her a few years ago at the old folks' home that she was working at. I used to hang around that. And she used to babysit my kids when they were small.
And how old are your kids now, sir?
16 and 17.
And how does your wife feel about all of this?
She passed away about 6 months ago.
I'm sorry for your loss, sir.
It really wasn't much of a loss. Mean old witch. Glad she's gone. See, now I can start living the life I'd really like to. Yes.
How did your wife die, sir?
Well, she died of unnatural causes, but I didn't have anything to do with it.
So somehow you managed to get rid of your wife, and then you thought it would be a good idea to start messing around with a young lady, young enough to be your granddaughter, who has 6 kids.
Well, you see, I didn't get rid of her, Your Honor. She went on her merry way all by herself. Yes, all by herself.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And the kids?
She didn't have 6 kids. Only 5, I think. Only 5.
Mr. Jenkins, when did you and Miss Leonard start having relations?
A few years.
Hold on a minute. You mean to tell me that me and this old geezer has been putting our plug in the same socket for the last few years? You just nasty, girl.
Well, it's not like it was at the same time. And besides, I thought you didn't remember.
Yeah? And I thought that you said you were a virgin.
How can I be a virgin and I have 6 kids, stupid?
All right. Miss Leonard, Mr. Lettuce, you two will not yell and scream at each other in my chambers. Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. Now, Mr. Jenkins, you stated that you and Miss Leonard have been having relations for several years now, while you were still married. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
And your wife never knew?
She did go upside my head with a bat one time. So she might have had some idea, yes. Some idea.
And then those pictures of us together to your cell phone, I'm sure that kind of set her off a bit too.
You sent those? Oh, that explains her asking me where those pictures that skeezer came from on my head.
Let me tell you something, Pops. The term skeezer went out long ago. She's just a flat-out hoe.
Who you calling a hoe? You old burnt out drunk? You slept with me too. You need to step up and take care of these children.
Well, I would if I knew which ones was mine. And for the record, I am not a burnout, okay? Now, I might be just a little bit lit, but that's because I'm feeling a whole lot of stress. And for the second record, I only smoke when it's absolutely necessary, and I feel necessity coming on. So, Your Highness, if we could maybe just take a brief intermission so that I could just calm my nerves.
Oh, sure.
There you go.
And then I would feel a necessity to slap you with the contempt of court with a $1,000 fine attached. Does that help calm your nerves?
No, Your Honor, that will not be necessary.
Now we can get back to the subject at hand. And first of all, you two will stop all the name calling. Because the way I see it, there's been plenty of whoring around on all sides. Now, with the 6 children, Miss Leonard, you could open up your own combination cat house and orphanage. Do you even know who the father or fathers of any of your children are?
Well, that's what we're here for.
Oh, there you go there. He's right there.
Let's see. Wow. I see my bailiff Stanley has gotten in on the action too. What do you have to say for yourself, Stanley? What do you have to say for yourself, Stanley? I'll deal with you later.
She certainly seems to get around, Your Honor.
You can say that she's an equal opportunity hoe.
Pretty good.
Well, she certainly didn't get there by herself now, did she? No, I didn't think so. Now, Mr. Lettuce, how many children did you say you had again?
I got maybe 2 or 3.
That's a lie, Your Honor. He just said he had.
I got maybe 2 or 3.
That's a lie, Your Honor. He just said he had 5 and 1 on the way. And I know for a fact at least 3 of my babies is his.
I object. And I plead the fifth. Okay, I ain't never seen this woman before in my entire life. Except maybe if she had a bag over her head and they turned out the lights.
Miss Leonard. Well, you know what, Miss Leonard. Have you ever had a DNA test before?
No, but look at them, Judge.
Mr. Lettuce, do you see yourself in any of these children, sir?
And no, Your Honor, I don't see nothing. All I see is a bunch of ugly kids, which proves as a matter of fact that none of them can be mine. I rest on my case.
That's a lie. And my babies ain't ugly.
All right, that's enough of that. Yeah, these children, these innocent children, will not be insulted in my chambers. Do you understand me, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, so where can I insult them at?
Really?
Insult them at?
Do you really want to test me today, sir? Because with a name like Hamburg Lettuce, I'm sure the guys behind bars would just love spreading you around.
I apologize, Your Honor. Ma'am, I'm sorry. You know, I'm just too good looking for jail.
Really? According to who? You know, I'm actually rather surprised Miss Leonard would let you touch her at all, let alone have babies with her. But that's what happens when everybody wants to go around sleeping with everybody. It doesn't get real until somebody gets pregnant now, does it? Now, Miss Leonard, why in the world would you want to get hooked up with a guy like this, or any of them for that matter?
I was just looking for love in all the wrong places, I guess. But either way, they need to step up and be the father of my children.
For future reference, Miss Leonard, you may try keeping your legs closed, at least until you get married. How do you and my bailiff know each other?
Well, I was with a girlfriend of mine, and we were at the movies at the theater, you know, and we like those Godzilla movies. And we were debating on if Godzilla was a boy or a girl. And
Everybody knows that Godzilla was a boy. Everybody knows that.
anyway, we were going back and forth on if Godzilla was a boy or a girl, and Stanley here just turns around and say, Godzilla is a boy, and then tells us to shut up so that he could keep watching his movie with his friend Herman.
Herman? Who's Herman?
Nobody.
Herman is the blow-up guy that you just carries around with you.
Do you mean a blow-up doll?
Well, yeah, but I only carry him around with me when I don't want to go to the movies by myself, and when we are in the car together, we get through the tolls a lot faster. We do. That's right.
You think you know somebody, so you walk around with a blow-up doll?
Walk around with him? No, I don't do that. That'd be crazy. No, I keep him securely tucked in the trunk of my car, and he likes it there. It's peaceful and quiet and
You should
dark.
know. All right. I've heard enough of this blow-up Herman of yours, you freak. Just tell me how you two got together.
Me and Herman? Me and Herman?
No, you dope. You and Miss Leonard.
After they threw us out of the movie theater.
Oh, was Herman involved with that as well?
Well, yes, he was, Your Honor, but he came along peaceably. And after we got home, I sat him down and I gave him a long talk to about his behavior.
His behavior. Well, I'm glad you had a chance to straighten Herman out. Now, how did you and Miss Leonard get together?
Well, after we got kicked out of the movie theater, one thing led to another, and all of a sudden we were back in my place.
Is that when you and Miss Leonard had relations?
Oh, I don't remember anything about that. We played checkers for a long time, and an old maid. Do you know that Herman is really good at old maid? He likes it.
Stanley, I don't give a flying flip about Herman, all right? What I want to know is, did you and Miss Leonard get busy? Now, Miss Leonard, Did you and my bailiff Stanley have sexual relations at any time when you were at his house?
Well, to look at him, Judge, you wouldn't think he could do anything.
Hey!
Well, I'm sorry, Stanley. I didn't mean anything by it. I mean, once he and Herman got started, well, let's just say they wore me out.
Oh my.
Okay, wait a minute. Are you saying that my bailiff Stanley and his friend Herman, the blow-up doll, both had sex with you?
No, actually, Herman, he just likes to sit and watch, and he likes to give Stanley instructions. I mean, yeah, it was weird a little bit at first, but once they got started, and once Stanley there got started, he was pretty good. I mean, he was really good. He really.
All right.
spot.
You know what? I'm sorry. At this point, I would rather know whether you and your friend ever determined whether Godzilla was male or female.
Well,
Your Honor, it has been proven conclusively that Godzilla was in fact a male.
Oh, but wasn't there a baby of Godzilla?
Oh, Minion, right. He was introduced back in 67 or 69, I think.
Oh, you mean you don't know?
Well,
Wait a minute. What I want to know is whatever happened to his mama?
Who's mama?
Godzilla's baby's mama. What happened to Minion's mama?
according to the story, she was never around.
You mean to tell me that poor little monster grew up without a mama? That's just a dirty, rotten shame. I mean, how could a mama be so cruel?
Oh, shut up, you sniveling fool! Wow. Quite frankly, you people deserve each other. So, let me get this straight so far. We've got my bailiff, Stanley, who doesn't remember having sexual relations with Miss Leonard. But Miss Leonard, you claim to have had sexual relations with both my bailiff, Stanley, and his blow-up friend, Herman. Along with that, you also claim to have had sexual relations with your former alcoholic classmate, Mr. Lettuce, who, by the way, also doesn't remember having sex with you. And let's not forget about Mr. Jenkins, who's 1 day older than Methuselah, who could also be one of your baby's daddies. Have I forgotten anyone? Anyone?
no.
Actually, Your Honor, Herman really doesn't like being referred to as a blow-up doll.
Oh, really, Stanley? And what would your friend Herman like to be referred to as?
Well, he is my inflatable assistant.
What? An inflatable assistant? What, Miss Leonard?
And I actually didn't have sex with Herman. That would be really nasty.
Oh, now you're concerned about being nasty. 1 plastic doll and 3 men later. Miss Leonard, I think it's about time we get the results for the DNA test, don't you?
Yes. Yes, John. Can't wait to get those checks.
What?
Miss Leonard, is that why you're here? For the checks?
Well, yeah. I mean, my kids, they love those rice checks and those corn checks and the chocolate and cinnamon. Yeah. Oh, we can't stand those wheat checks, though.
Yeah. Right. Stanley, think you could still do your job and hand me the results of the DNA test?
Your Honor, I would never do anything to compromise the integrity of this court.
Oh, really? You are the possible father to one of Miss Leonard's 6 children, and you haven't done anything to compromise the integrity of this court?
Well, just this one time.
Get over there and wake up Mr. Jenkins so he can get the results for the DNA test.
Hey. Hey, big boy. Want to wake up for me?
Oh, honey. Jumping Jehoshaphat. Oh, you're ready for another
Mr.
round.
Jenkins,
Oh, yes, Judge.
the results for the DNA test are in. Care to join us?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. Yes, yes, right, yes.
Yes. All right. First, we're going to eliminate some candidates for obvious reasons. And we will first eliminate Godzilla as one of the possible fathers. Why? Well, because he's a fake prehistoric monster and the reptile mammal thing just couldn't work biologically.
How come?
He real big, she real small. Now shut up and let me finish. Next, on to Colonel Harlan David Sanders.
Who?
KFC to you.
Oh, okay. Why didn't you say that then? Nobody know what Colonial Davis sandwich, whatever his name is.
Oh, so you never slept with Colonel Sanders?
You mean the old dude with the white beard that's on the front of the chicken box?
Yeah, that's him.
Unless your bailiff smelled like chicken that night, I'd have to say no.
Well, not to mention the fact that Colonel Sanders died in 1980 and you were born in the early 90s, Miss Leonard. So hanky-panky between you and the Colonel would have been impossible. But even if you tried, his drumstick would have been well past the expiration date.
Oh, so nasty, Your Honor.
Oh, this whole case is nasty. You're 23 years old with 6 kids, and you don't know who any of the fathers are.
Well, I didn't get there by myself.
No, that's true, but if you'd have kept your legs closed, none of us would be here now, would we?
Well, it ain't none of your business what I do and who I do it with.
Oh, you made it my business as soon as you walked into my courtroom and my chambers. Yeah. Miss Leonard, why are you crying?
I'm just a poor, defenseless mother. I've done my best. I just want to find out who the father of my babies are. So they or he can step up and help me. Oh, I wouldn't be in this mess if I would have had a father in my life.
Oh, bull. You know what? You can turn off the waterworks, because I'm not buying it. Yeah. Now, Miss Leonard, just because you grew up without a father does not excuse the poor behavior or the poor choices that you've been making. Now, is a father important in a child's life? Absolutely. Because that's the way God intended it to be. But when that doesn't happen, that's when I step in. Now, Miss Leonard, look at me. I grew up without a father as well. But my mother and my grandmother and grandfather, they all made sure that I stayed on the straight and narrow.
Okay.
Now, if we didn't, they used something called the friendly reminder to straighten us out.
What's a friendly reminder?
It's a long brown leather belt that my grandfather wore. And you better believe if any of us kids ever got out of hand, he took it off and whipped our tails but good.
Oh, no, I would never do that to any of my children. That's child abuse.
Oh, Miss Leonard, no. A few whacks on the butt is not child abuse. I've seen real child abuse.
Okay.
Where a parent or a guardian has beaten a child with an open fist or an extension cord or a broomstick handle, whatever was convenient at the time. I've seen children who've been beaten so badly that their bones were broken or they've died from their injuries. Now, I've stood around and watched as some of you parents curse your children out in the grocery store or at the mall, not thinking for a minute, thinking nothing about it, and thinking that maybe you could be speaking death and destruction into your children's lives. Or what about women like yourself, Miss Leonard? Oh, well, you bring strange men around your children that you don't even know. And then you sleep with them. Why? Well, because they satisfy some physical desires. Not even knowing if they're child molesters, rapists, serial killers, drug dealers. But you let them hang around anyway. And in some cases, you even get pregnant by them.
That's not true. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? Because I've got the results right here. You awake, Mr. Jenkins?
Oh, yes, Judge. Yes, Judge.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Well, let's get to it then. In the case of Lettuce versus Leonard, when it comes to you, Mr. Lettuce, being the father of any of Miss Leonard's children, you, sir, are the father of 2 of her 6 children.
Oh, damn, man.
Told you.
Which 2?
Jughead and Veronica Leonard.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Vasectomy, here I come.
I do not see anything funny about that, sir.
Me neither, Your Honor. I was just telling myself to shut up. Shut up!
Good advice.
Do you want some?
Are you going to do something with that?
No, yeah.
Now, in the case of Jenkins versus Leonard, when it comes to Miss Leonard's 4 remaining children, this court has determined that you, Mr. Jenkins, are the father of 2 of her children as well. What's the matter, Mr. Jenkins? Things didn't turn out the way you planned?
Not exactly, Judge. But I'm just very happy to be a father again.
Oh, so this is a blessing to you?
Yes. My children will want for nothing, and I will do my best to help Aunt Alicia as much as I can.
Yes! Thank you, Lord. Woo! And start getting those checks.
Miss Leonard!
Woo!
Miss Leonard!
Oh.
You are skating on thin ice, ma'am.
I'm sorry, Judge.
Well, that's a very good attitude, sir. Would you like to know which 2 are yours?
That would be wonderful, Judge. Yes, thank you.
The twins, Ren and Renisha Leonard.
Oh, that's very good. Thank you, Judge. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes.
All right, you're welcome, sir. Now, as for my bailiff Stanley versus Leonard, the court finds that you, Stanley, are the father of only 1 of Miss Leonard's remaining children. This is very strange, but we'll keep moving forward. Stanley, do you want to know which child is yours?
Can I get a recount?
This is... Your child's name is Kinlock Leonard.
What kind of name is Kenlock?
That's my great-great-grandpa's name.
So how does it feel to be a father, Stanley?
I don't know, Your Honor. I think I'm still in shock.
Well, you think you're in shock now? Just wait until they start hitting you up with the child support checks. Let's see here. Miss Leonard. This last result is puzzling to me, but apparently we tested the results and retested the results 3 times. And all 3 times we got the same exact results.
Okay.
I can honestly say this has never happened before in human history, and for the love of God, I don't know how you managed to do this, but
But what?
you, Miss Leonard, in fact, did get pregnant by Herman.
What? Oh, no. There's no way.
You got pregnant by a blow-up doll?
Shut up. Shut up.
That dirty, cheap piece of plastic swore to me that he never touched you.
It was only that one time. I didn't think I could get pregnant by Herman. It don't mean anything to me.
Did Herman use the condom?
Well, apparently you didn't. Now, does Herman have a known address?
Besides the trunk of my car, no.
Oh, well, he'll be easy to find then, won't he?
Oh, how could you do this to me?
Well, it's not like we were married or anything. I mean, me and Herman, we stepped out together maybe a time or 2, from time to time. But, I mean, it didn't mean anything to me.
What?
Miss Leonard, I'm going to leave it up to you to tell your newest baby daddy that he's a father now, too. Now, if there is no more business before this court is adjourned. Now get out! Go! Yeah, you too.
Well, Miss Leonard, you found out you have 4 baby daddies and one of them is a blow-up doll. How does that make you feel?
Well, I'm just glad that I know who the father of my children are, and I hope that they want to be a part of their children's lives.
Including her.
Oh my God! I cannot believe that you slept with him.
Wait, Stanley! He didn't mean anything to me.
It takes all kinds, I suppose. Good luck. And what about you, Mr. Jenkins? Being old as dirt, still popping babies out. I guess you and Miss Andalicia had a few moments, huh?
Well, ma'am, I'm just very glad to be a father again. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
Oh!
Mr. Lettuce, how does it feel to be a father?
Well, I guess you could say I got caught this time.
Any suggestions for the future?
Yeah. Be sure to have your pets spaded and neutered.
Okay.
Sex is one of the greatest gifts God has ever given to mankind. Sex is good. But put it into the wrong hands, and it's like giving a toddler a loaded gun and expecting nothing bad to happen. Join us next time for the Sinister Truth.